How's it going, everyone? Aidan Michaels here, joined by Wisconsin men's soccer star Julian Kuhr. Julian, how's it going?
Good.
All right. This is take two. We forgot the mics when we first started, so we're back. I'm still in my kitchen. We're being set up. When I did this interview last, I did it on a tea kettle, but now we're on a rice cooker. So we've upgraded a little bit. Still not the best setup, but we'll get there eventually. Anyway, let's start from the very beginning here. Obviously, you've got a brother who plays soccer.
Yeah.
How did you get into soccer?
I remember just being 3 years old, going to his games, and I always wanted to be better than him. I think that was the driving thing. I used to get in fights with my brother all the time growing up. He was so annoyed with me. Hopefully not anymore. But I remember I used to go to the park with him, and he was so much bigger than me, but I just wanted to beat him so bad and be just as good as him, if not better.
Were you?
Uh,
Could you eventually?
Yeah, I guess so.
You.
I guess so.
So obviously you're from LA. You've got some English roots though through your
Yeah.
mom. You played overseas with Gillingham. How did that happen? How did you find Gillingham? How did that all come about?
I went overseas originally because my family's out there, so went to visit my grandparents and was just playing in a park and on a trip and was just with a grassroots club, just a local team, and then some scouts were there, and they were like, oh, they were interested, and I was like, oh, maybe this could be a possibility, and then when COVID happened, everything was shut down. Obviously, schools moved online, so my family moved to London, set up base in there, and then we were able to start playing soccer earlier than in America. So was again with the same grassroots club, and then same scouts came, and I got the opportunity, got a trial, and I'll just begged my parents, Mom, I'll do high school online, but please let me stay in England and pursue this. And she's amazing. She let me follow what I wanted to do.
That's awesome. So did you stay doing high school online like from your American high school? Like were you doing Zoom like at crazy hours of the day? How did that all work out?
No, it actually worked out very well. It was just like I got to do it at my own pace. Had a Zoom once a week with a counselor, but it all worked out well. And then I have a BTEC certificate from England, which I had to do in the academy at Gillingham.
Got it. Okay. So obviously we know that in England the quality of football is on average much higher than it is over in the States. How different was it for you adjusting to that style of play? Did you find it any different from back in the States? I mean, how was that?
I don't think it's the quality. I think it's the fact that it's just soccer is just life out there. People are it's so much more life or death.
Yeah.
Like you go into a game in England, it's people are trying to kill you and feed their families, and
Right.
the quality is I think the same. Like there's a lot of really good American soccer players, and America's on the up. The quality's there, but it's just so much more intense, so much more physical out in England and in Europe, and it's like almost indescribable. There's this feeling on the field when you're playing that everyone wants to kill you on the other team, and it's really intense.
How do you think that helped you, coming to Wisconsin playing college here? How do you think that sort of stuff helped you here?
I think it just shaped me to play more men's soccer than just academy soccer.
Yeah.
Like playing against bigger people, stronger people, you get adjusted to like the physical side of it a lot more, which I wouldn't have been introduced to if I was just playing academy here in America. So it really helped me adjust to the physical nature of soccer, and college soccer in America is reflected a lot in the English side, where it's like very physical. The Big Ten's a very physical league, I was well adjusted to come in and just fit right into the Big Ten after playing in England.
Yeah. So going over there as an American, did you feel like, I know it's like more of a social media thing. Brits and Americans don't really get along when it comes to football. Did you ever feel like you were an outcast? Obviously, you've got so much family in England, and obviously you're half British. So, like, did you feel like you were an outcast, or did you feel like you fit right in?
I didn't feel like I was an outcast, but I definitely got some banter in the locker room for my accent. I had to change a few phrases to fit into the English way. I never felt like I was an outcast, but when I played against teams, people definitely knew I was American, and the coaches and stuff would always make fun of the accent a little bit.
So when you change your phrases when you're over there, and then you come back here and you keep those phrases, do then your American teammates go like, "Whoa, what are you British?" Like,
I guess, yeah.
that's amazing. So obviously, I got to bring up this story. I've said it on the air. We've talked about it, but back in I don't know how long ago it was, over 10 years ago at this point. Obviously, so I'm playing soccer with my cousin in the South Bay at some elementary school, and some little kid comes up and is like, "Hey, can I play?" And I'm sure he's stuck him in goal. Why not? And then, fast forward 10 or however many years later, I see your commitment post on Instagram, and I send it to my cousin Nate, and I'm like, "Hey, this Julian kid's from Hermosa Beach. Do you know him?" He's like, "Dude, that's the kid from the school." I'm like, "You're joking? Like we play." And then it's just crazy how it came about. How you're now obviously a star on this team, and I'm announcing the games, and you said, "Listen, I nutmeg you once, but you're never going to do it again." Obviously, you've become an amazing player out of all of that. But so coming to Wisconsin, did you always know that you wanted to eventually play Division One here? Were you thinking about staying in England, continuing your soccer career? How did that work out?
I still want to go pro. That's
Yeah.
the main goal. Go back to anywhere who wants to pay for me to play soccer.
Yeah.
I love the sport so much. So anyone who's willing to pay to watch me play, I'll continue to pursue it. So that's the main goal. I got an injury at the end of my time at Gillingham, so I was out of contract, didn't get re-signed. So it was a strange period for me because I was out of contract in July, and then obviously schools are getting in August.
Right.
So I missed that window, but thankfully I was in a good spot. Coaches knew me. I had a lot of connections in LA as well, so my name was getting out there, and I just started getting lots of emails. And Wisconsin offered to have me come in the January in the spring semester to start early. So obviously I didn't have to stay fit for a year, do my own trainings, and I was like, this is a sign to get in. Get started with Wisconsin. It all worked out.
Yeah, so starting in the springs, playing some spring ball, getting to know some of the boys pretty early on. I mean, how much did that help you heading into your first official full season?
It was huge. And there's a couple other players that did the same. My roommate in that spring semester graduated high school early, so he came at 17, and I came a little bit older, graduated late, so we were like opposites. But I think it both really helped us, and I would choose to do that every single time if given the choice. So yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously going to play in Seattle too later that summer. I mean, how did you find that? Obviously coming back from an injury, nursing it here in Wisconsin, and then going out and playing Seattle. What was that like?
It was great. The USL2 setup is amazing.
Yeah.
Like you get the opportunity to play in new places, play against new teammates, and create new friends. And I still talk to my friends in Seattle all the time, and just got the opportunity to live in Seattle for a summer. When it came about, I told my mom, I think I'm just gonna go play soccer in Seattle. And she's like, "Will you have a place to stay?" And I'm like, yeah, they're gonna set me up, and it was just a great opportunity. It's just another story in my life that I gotta play out there. So it was so much fun.
Were there any Big Ten opponents that were either on Seattle or players that you played against during that summer?
One of them just got named to the top drawer players to watch, but Joel Damian, he was at Indiana at the time, but he's plays for Ohio State. And then a bunch of Washington players were there. A couple of them won the national championship.
Right.
So whenever we play Washington, there's always I always know a few people on the other side.
That's great. It must have been a very fun experience. And then obviously coming in again in the fall, playing your first full season with Wisconsin. Obviously, a few games in, you go down with an injury.
Yeah.
I mean, what was your mental state with that? Obviously, you were a huge part of the team before you went down, and obviously it's so early in your first official season. I mean, how did you deal with that mentally?
I mean, it was definitely tough because at the time we were flying. I think we were going into that game against Washington. We were second in RPI and ranked 8th in the country, undefeated. And yeah, I mean, it was definitely tough. And it's not one of the first injuries I've had, but I mean, you just get through day by day. It's just day by day, and it happened at the best time really because I was able to start the next season and play minutes, so I didn't really miss any games on that end. But yeah, it was definitely tough. It was definitely a 9-month grind, but I was just thankful that I was in a good setup with Wisconsin, and they supported me a lot, gave me the best doctors, best treatments, and was able to get through that 9-month stretch.
Yeah, and then as a freshman, being around some of the upperclassmen that have gone through some injuries as well. I mean, how helpful was that to be around some of the veterans? Still being around the team. Despite being on crutches, at least you're around the team and hanging out with the boys.
Yeah, that first semester was definitely. There's a lot of really good people that really supported me at the time. A lot of older kids, foreign kids who've been through that, and I think Biggie was also injured with me at the time, Brazier. and that was good to go through with him. That was a really special team. There's a lot of like really good mentors, and the chemistry that year was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think injuries just got the best of us that year.
It happens. I mean, yeah, obviously a fun team to watch, but injuries is the worst part of sports because there's nothing you can do to really stop them. But yeah, again, fun team. And then the next season, you're finally fit. Obviously, like you said, it happened at the best time because you had so much time to rehabilitate and get back to 100%. In every game you played last season, 90 minutes, you guys won the game. I'm sure. I don't know if you knew that or not, but
I didn't know that. No.
I'm sure. Obviously you think it's a team game, but obviously you go right back into being a big part of the team. Were you worried at all when you were coming back from an injury that you wouldn't be the same player? Obviously, you've gone through injury before, but did you ever have that doubt?
No, I think that's the worst thing you could do is when you get injured, like have it in the back of your mind. You almost just have to forget it, or else like you're gonna move differently, you're gonna move more timidly, then it's just gonna create more injuries. I think if you watch me play, I kind of play just. That's probably why I get injured so much, but just I try to play 100%. Just I'll never pull out of a tackle or yeah. So maybe that's why I get injured, but yeah, I'll never like think back on an injury.
Of course. I mean, what do you think was, aside from the injury in your freshman year, the biggest difference from freshman year to sophomore year on the field and perhaps off the field as well?
We did lose a lot of players that year. A lot
Mhm.
of players graduated and some transferred, so it was really just a whole new team. I think we had like 11 new players come in, so it was definitely tough to build the chemistry back up again from that first year. And then obviously I'm weirdly one of the oldest ones on the team right now. So like stepping into to not being just a freshman playing in a team, because a lot of times like when I was playing my first year, it's like, oh, I'm doing well as a freshman, but the minute you're a sophomore, age doesn't really matter anymore. Right. It like doesn't really matter. So just stepping in and just being like, all right, I'm a player in the Big Ten. I have to show it and prove it.
Yeah, and how do you think your leadership role has changed? Like you said, being one of the oldest players, despite being an underclassman, but last year obviously. But yeah, just your leadership role, how that's affected you. Obviously, it's a team full of leaders. I'm sure everyone on the team was a captain of their high school team or whatever. But how was that for you?
Yeah, I mean, had to step in, and it was nice to have people younger than me that I can talk to and give advice to, and yeah, I just try to help out any way I can, try to support anyone I can, and yeah, just always have a smile on my face because at the end of the day, it's a kid's game.
There you go.
Yeah, not that serious.
So tell me about the newest injury. Obviously, I see you with a boot today. Tell me about that.
It was just an unfortunate one.
Yeah.
Just playing late Thursday night, just jumped. Never had any ankle injuries before, and just rolled it funny. Doctors at the time told me, "Oh no, you can't tear and fracture your bones at the same time." But somehow I was able to just do everything wrong to my ankle. So got surgery a month and a half ago now, and yeah, we'll be back in July for the season. But yeah, again, definitely tough being another semester out. But I won't miss many games, so that's the bright side.
That's good. You have the whole time, and you said you're telling me off camera, July is the time you'll come back, and then hopefully I don't know. You guys start up in the games in August, is it?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Okay, so
August 1st is when the report date. So
perfect. So perfect timing.
Then, yeah.
Love it. What are your summer plans as far as, are you staying here to rehabilitate, or are you okay?
Did the same last year. Stayed in Madison. It's a beautiful place to be in the summer.
It's
so
true.
No complaints there. And yeah, just working with the coaches and the staff to get back fit. And yeah, they're very supportive and give me everything I need. So it's a great place to be.
Yeah. So are you going on Sunday for the Wisconsin Cup final, or you have to, right? Okay. I mean, tell me about that, because that's something. Obviously, the battle for Madison against Ford Madison didn't happen this year, but then you do this cool little tournament with Green Bay, Marquette, Milwaukee. Obviously, winning the semifinal game, going to the championship game. How fun is that? Just playing some spring ball, but having some tournaments.
Great. Sometimes spring gets a bit like long because the games are meaningless. You're just kind of playing for they're friendly, so like the results don't really matter, but to have the opportunity to play for a trophy, it definitely makes the games more exciting, and especially against like in-state rivals, there's a bit more tension, and the games almost feel real. So I definitely think this game against on Sunday will feel like a Big Ten game under the lights, and yeah, it'll be good. Hopefully we could get the trophy.
Hopefully, yeah. So what have you seen what the trophy looks like? Because I haven't. Is it like an actual trophy, or is it just like
I think it's an actual trophy. Our coach designed the tournament. And he implemented it last year, so this is the second year of the Wisconsin Cup, and hopefully it'll be a tradition for a long time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tell me about what it's like playing under Coach Neil Jones.
He's great. He's definitely tough. He's definitely tough, but it's nice to have he's a good leader, and yeah, he's just a good coach who gets the best out of anyone who plays under him.
So heading into your junior season, what are some goals you have, not only individually as a player, but as a collective team, as a unit, going into next season?
I'm really excited about next season. I think the team looks really good. We've had a very strong spring semester. We've been undefeated so far. This is one of the best teams I think I've seen, especially at my time at Wisconsin. And yeah, I'm very excited. I think this team can do big things. So they changed the tournament to where 8 teams could come in. So that'll be big. So that's one of the goals: make the tournament, and then yeah, get to the national tournament as well.
I appreciate it. Well, good luck. Obviously, hope you heal up, and we can't wait to see you back in August.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this.
Yes, of course.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. My name is Aidan Michaels. This was Julian Kuhr.